These lessons are recorded using 4K UHD video assets with aspect ratio 21:9 and 3840 by 1600 resolution, to mimic studio-wide films, and utilize ultra-wide monitors for editing, which is most efficient, or use 2 monitors minimum. You can use your own media with any resolution when following these lessons. We'll do our best to zoom when needed, best if viewed on a 4K monitor while learning these techniques. Click on the File menu, choose Import Media, or Ctrl-I on the PC. Substitute Control with Command when on Mac. I am going to navigate to my folder B-roll, select all of it by clicking on the first one, shift-clicking on the last. Alternatively, I could use Ctrl-A on the PC to select everything. I'm going to choose Open, and it brings all of my clips into the project. As I drag across a clip, it gets automatically loaded up into the source monitor. The other thing to notice is some of the media happen to have audio. You can see the little audio icon, and to the right, it might be a little difficult to see. There are 3 dots, and just clicking on it brings up information about the clip, media length, codec, and basic key items you would need to know about a clip. I'm going to organize these a little bit by creating a new bin. To do that, click File menu, New Bin, or Ctrl+Shift+N. I'm going to call this B-roll. If your folders are organized, mimic them here. I'm going to go back to Master, and I can drag them directly into the folder here. I can click and drag, selecting them, and I can drag them to the actual bin word here on the left. Alternatively, you can right-click on any one of these or on the master itself and choose Open as a new window. This is great if you happen to have 2 screens or editing on a wide screen like we have here. I can make these actually larger so we can see the thumbnails. I also want to point out that you have a list view full of metadata and depth that you would expect from any editorial system, and the ability to right-click on any individual column here and add any of this metadata to this list view. Let's close this pop-up window. While importing on the edit page is a great way to work, it's even smarter when we move to the media page. This is your file system in the upper left. The bottom area here. This is all the project itself, the media pool. And we're going to go ahead and import to that instead. There's all the B-roll I just brought in. Instead of me having to navigate each time, I can right-click on one of these folders, and I can say Add to Favorites. Now navigating is as simple as clicking here in Favorites. This is a great way if you get to the same directories all the time. I'm going to go to the master here. And I can drag and drop if I wanted. I can just drag the audio in. But I kind of would like them to keep the folder structure I've built outside of my file system. And to do that, I'm going to right-click on the word audio. Instead of just adding it to the media pool, or adding it with any subfolders, I'm going to have it add the subfolders, creating bins at the same time. So, there's all my audio clips. Notice it created my audio bin right here. Any clip I click on here in the media pool shows me the clip. And it also shows me appropriate metadata on the right, as well as meters for the clip. I could use spacebar to play the clip in the monitor window. I can use J, K, and L, and I and O to mark in and outs or M to mark part of the clip. We'll go more into that in the next lesson. The media pool is a much more robust area to monitor my clips, such as the meters. But more importantly to me is the metadata in the bottom right. Now this is just metadata. Now, this metadata area is really wonderful, but it's not giving me all the information. It's giving me just the clip details. Up here in the upper right, you'll see the choice of showing other types of metadata. And I'd like shot and scene. I'm going to select one of these clips and I might say enter a keyword like jumbos. As I type, It's automatically adding that information. I'll do the same with the second clip. If I select multiple items, and make a change, notice there's a checkbox here. I'm going to change both of my clips to, let's say, the color blue. You'll notice the bottom, anytime that I adjust metadata of multiple elements, at the bottom it says revert and save. I actually have to hit this for it to be saved to both of those elements. Just like on the edit page, I have the ability to look at this as a list view. I have some real room to actually browse and look through my material.